Well, it is winter stock up day. So we just pulled up to Costco. We're waiting for their doors to open. And we're gonna get a lot of food.
Rowan, is there a lot to look at? Yeah.
The goal is to buy it one time and then never again.
I don't think we like that. It's okay. It's okay. It's not scary.
Alright, so neither of us know the aisles of Costco that well, so we're kind of just going up and down every single aisle until we happen to find the stuff that we're looking for. This is a good snack. Yeah, we have to see if we can find cocoa powder. Otherwise, I get that off of Amazon, but chocolate chips are probably the most important thing we're going to get today. And I don't know how many we should get. The entire box. Probably like 2, 3.
3 cents.
We jokingly said we were going to fill up a 5-gallon bucket. We might actually. No. One day. One day. I know, right? Getting there. We are getting that much sugar because we still have some blueberries and some raspberries that we need to make some fun treats with.
I squished it.
Oh, squish. You gotta sit by the chocolate chips. All right, load her up. 2 of them.
Hello.
Rowan's getting a little sleepy now, so she's not going to be very happy for a little bit. Alright, we're going to buy an upright freezer, and then later on the road we'll get a chest freezer. But right now this is the most cost effective, and I really like the drawers. It's going to be better for organizing. Hey, it's okay! goal is to get through 6 months with you. Hopefully. Fingers crossed it works.
to put in there with the truck.
No, you're gonna have to like pull it forward or something.
I can turn it around, I guess.
Yeah. At least he parked close.
Yeah.
Although further away might have been easier. We are back home again, and we started laying everything out in the living room here. I kind of just put everything that isn't directly food. Yeah, we'll just kind of go over what we got. So this giant pile of boxes is really the biggest reason. Our goal is to try to get through 6 months with diapers, and we kind of had to guess how big she's gonna get. We're in size 3 right now, but we just got into size 3, so I'm hoping that'll last a while. So we got 5 boxes of size 3 diapers. And then I also wanted to get a couple of the next size up, just in case she gets bigger, quicker, or something. So we got 2 boxes of size 4. And then I'm pretty confident that 2 more boxes of wipes will get us through winter. She's pretty talkative right now. Fingers crossed that all of this will get us through the winter time. I mean, if we need to go back and get more, we can, but this is our guess. Then on the couch, we got one more thing of toilet paper because that's the last thing I want to run out of in the middle of winter. I think we have enough, but just to be safe, we got one more package. Then after that, we got a 4-pack of Lysol wipes. And then we went a little bit extreme on these, but the thought is buy it once, and then it's going to be a very, very, very long time we ever buy it again, if ever. So we got a jumbo box of like plastic wrap, big thing of foil, 2 smaller boxes of parchment paper, and then we got a 500 pack of spoons and a 500 pack of forks. So ideally we don't really want to be using plastic silverware and stuff. But especially when we were doing the floor remodel and just the whole not having our water set up 100% there, we have found that we have been buying a couple packs of these every once in a while just to try to make things a little bit easier on us. And I'm anticipating that when we do all of our tongue and groove on the walls, that's going to make a huge mess of the house again. So it's going to be nice having these. And then also just looking into the future, if we have a bunch of people over, then we have just extra spoons and forks just for like hosting and stuff like that. And yeah, so lots of things went into consideration, but so that's why we got those. And then I think, I'm not sure, this might be the only thing that we didn't have on our list that we bought, and that is 2 metal shovels that kind of collapse smaller and then extend longer. So we used to have one of these in our snow machine, and it did break. It didn't last very long. We weren't really happy about that. So we didn't just immediately go buy the same type of one again. So when I saw these, I was like, oh, we need a replacement anyway. Let's just get it. Plus, it's a 2-pack. So this year, when both Cody and I are driving separately in our own machines, we can each have our own shovel in there too. So I think it's probably a smart purchase, even though it wasn't on the list. And in the kitchen area, I have all of the food that we got. So I kind of have it arrayed out here to look at. So again, all of this is at least 6 months is what we want to get us through. So we got 2 bags, 50-pound bags of flour. So we got 2 of them. And I've determined that one of these bags can fill like 2.5 of my 5-gallon buckets. And then we also got a 50-pound bag of sugar. So we still have a few berries to process in our freezer. And then also just coming into the winter time, we're going to do a lot more baking anyway. But I think Cody and I both have a little bit of a sweet tooth, so we do a pretty good amount of baking regardless, but especially in the winter months when the wood stove and the oven over there is kind of prepped and ready to go anytime we want. We like to make some fun treats. So we have enough ingredients to kind of do that whenever we want to. So we also got an entire box of butter. So one box is technically, I think, yeah. So it's 6 of these 4-packs that you can get, which is 24 pounds. So we have a lot of butter. And then we got just 1 box of cream cheese. We have a lot of our canned salmon that I think we want to try making into different types of dips and just kind of play around with different recipes. So we have some cream cheese to do that. And then chocolate. So we got 3 bags. Let's see, what are they? 3 72-ounce bags of semi-sweet chocolate chips. And then we got a couple different types of cocoa to try. So that's just your basic cocoa. This one's a cacao powder, which I was told this one's really high in iron, and I've been a little bit deficient with my iron. So I'm hoping that this can be kind of a nice thing to try out and see if that helps with it. I did not look. Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, so just like a little side idea. I kind of wanted to be, kind of want to try some different things. I do have a different type of cocoa powder that I get off of Amazon, and I have that in the mail coming. So we've got lots of chocolate powder, basically. Then we have a large, just plain thing of vodka. What is this? 1.75 liters. So this we use to make vanilla, and I think we have a couple other things in mind to make with it also. So I got some of these little like bottle top little jars, and I think we're going to try doing some stuff with maybe some blueberries or other types of fruit and infusing it and just kind of experimenting a little bit. So most of this is going to be turned into vanilla. Some of it is going to go into some fun little experiments. Then we got just 1 container of maple syrup. Cody has a love for maple syrup, so we have to make sure we have some of this around. And then a bag of some extra fancy mixed nuts. And then we've got some craisins, which I like to eat both of those at the same time. Then we just got a 3-pack of ketchup. I think we have our barbecue sauce recipe nailed down. We pretty much are just going to make our own barbecue sauce from here on out, but we, A, never have enough tomatoes, and B, have never even tried making our own ketchup, so we still got to buy a lot of that. And then just a giant thing of Parmesan cheese, a 2-pack of pepperoni, so we can make some pizzas, along with cheese. You guys have to remember, we are from Wisconsin, so we like our cheese. So these are each 2-packs. So technically we got 2 2-packs of mozzarella and then 2 2-packs of cheddar cheese. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to stick we'll separate the packs, and then we'll just keep all of it in the freezer and then only have one of them in the fridge at a time, just as we're kind of using through it. So there's all of our food that we got on this trip. We do like to try to do our best to get more ingredients instead of actual like meals when we're out and about. And I would say the biggest thing missing that we didn't get is like a meat or any type of beef or chicken or pork. We were looking at it and we've been kind of contemplating it. We didn't get a moose this year. And I think what we're going to do instead is maybe look the route of getting like half of a cow or half of a pig, or doing something like that to kind of fill the freezer with that type of meat source. But otherwise we have a lot of fish that we got, so that's good. And then we always have the option of just getting a couple things here or there if we really want it. But yeah, so that's what we got. Oh, and I forgot, we also got a freezer. So it wasn't a chest freezer, it was an upright freezer, but it was all full of drawers, which I really liked. Cody really wanted a big chest freezer just because of the size. They're so much bigger, you can fit more stuff in them. But for use of just keeping it organized and being able to kind of search and find stuff a lot quicker, I really liked this upright one. And I think if we do go the route of getting like a half a cow or half of a pig or something, we'll go and we'll buy a chest freezer for that. And then this upright freezer with the drawers is what we're going to use for a lot of this, either frozen produce or cheeses or butters and stuff like that, just so that it's a little bit more, it's a lot of little things then instead of like one big freezer of all the same thing. So we'll have like a veggie freezer and a meat freezer eventually. But yeah, so that's what we get. We do have to give it a day or two to stand that freezer upright again before we can plug it in and start filling it though. So we have a little bit of space at the bottom of this fridge, and then we have a little bit of space in our small freezer outside on the deck. So we're going to kind of put some stuff in there before we get around to filling up the new freezer. So for our receipts, this is just that one bottle of vodka for $15.74. And then this is the receipt for everything else, which totaled to $1,185.77. So I added that up to make it easy, and we spent a total of $1,201.51 on everything. all in all, I don't think that $1,200 was too much money. We were definitely kind of expecting it to be a bit more, but also at the same time, still a good amount, especially since we got a freezer and a whole bunch of diapers too. But if I were to kind of show where we have the freezer sitting right now, we haven't unboxed it yet since it was laying down in the truck. So we're just having it sit upright just for the however long, a day or two probably. So we did decide that right here we're going to do some sort of a door, and then on this side we're going to fully enclose it. So as you can see with the image, it's just a whole lot of drawers, which I think should make organizing and finding things pretty easy. Otherwise, we are just going to have to wait and see how well we did on our little Costco haul, and just see how much of it lasts us, if we overbought anything or if we underbought anything. And then again, other things like fresh fruit and veggies and, you know, stuff like that, we're just going to be going to our local grocery store and kind of picking up on probably a monthly basis. So yeah, there's our haul.